Well, hello there friends, Stag here. Welcome back to my channel where I showcase the creation process of my lowbrow and gothic fantasy art and ramble, the art stuff. I have had this video sitting partially edited in a program for over a week, waiting for narration. Here it is. So I was gonna talk about something entirely different, past experiences and the evolution of my art style, and then realize how terribly uncomfortable it is to talk about me. My art is one thing, I struggle enough with that, but me? I feel like some kind of entitled idiot talking about myself. In reality, I'm the most boring person. I just make colors. I sit in a chair and I make colors every day. If you guys want to hear more personal experiences within the growth of my art and business, let me know. But anyways, this painting is titled Fertile Soils Soot. This is the final Fertile Soils painting of the year. There will be 4 more next year I've planned, and then I'm done. I feel 12 is a good number and a done number. If I want to make a calendar of these critters, that is always an option. Whether I do or not, I don't know. It's still my art and I do as I do. But it's there for the future. I find myself really zeroing in on certain projects. And I find thinking about it and planning it out a month or a year ahead of time really helps me set certain timeline goals and managing my time just so much better. While I don't really release much, if any, info in the beginning of projects I've been planning and prepping for months, they are already there and brewing. I do still feel that time really does creep up fast in certain time allotments I plan for these things, and sometimes things do get set to the side to make room for something else new and shiny. That is why I don't share a lot of information in the beginning stages. I don't want to be constricted to working only on that or having a commitment placed over my head at that moment. I really wanted to get some tote bag screen printed this year, but I think that might just go to like a next year goal or a winter thing, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really set aside any artwork or thought about what I wanted to do that, and I don't just want to print something just for the sake of printing it. But I will be insanely busy come October with Inktober, and on top of that I'll be rolling out a bunch of new mini paintings, including some of these little shape panels I've had for months now, possibly half a year at this point, that I have yet to use, but it will still be exciting, and I've been looking forward to these critters. But I'm just ruminating a bit on plans and trying to finish up loose ends and over the last few days before I officially plot and launch my next big project. I put in a lot of crunch time this last weekend to finish a painting for the Bad Apple Artists Collective auction. I didn't even think about it. I was just so deep within the Reanimator painting, and it just snuck up on me. I had to drop that painting that I was working on with maybe an hour's worth of work left on it, so that was really hard, and immediately start something new for the auction. And I'm like, I'm a paint wallpaper because that's a good idea, but that's a terrible idea when you have very limited time. But I was able to get both of these done this last weekend. This week's plans were to do the next mystery pack original. I hopefully will have a video up of that soon, and the next 25 packs have now been packaged as well, as that card is complete. I will also be doing a couple limited run Oracle cards that I need to get the artwork done for. I am dangerously low on Oracle decks 1 year later after the Kickstarter, and I'm now only have 3 Oracle decks left. They will soon be rolling over into pre-order territory, as I will be ordering again in about a month. Maybe less time, maybe more. probably less time. But I want to get some new art done for limited cards that I've been kind of pondering. Sometimes I may run a sale with a promo card available for orders placed that is like compatible with the deck but not part of it. I wanted them to be kind of special and fun, something you can add to a deck or just have as a standalone print you can hang on a wall, who cares. At some point after the promotional period, I might roll them out for individual sale. I haven't decided yet. I do have some left over from the other runs, and like I get requests all the time for the special Halloween one that I did last year. Because I don't really want to run the same sale again and offer it again this year for Halloween, but I was thinking of listing that one at least. Because I know a lot of people missed that or just couldn't order in that time frame, and I understand. But I have planned some changes to the new run of the Oracle cards. Well, the cards will stay the same, but the booklets will be changing and getting a facelift for the new batch of card decks. I will share that when it's time. I'm also offering replacement booklets too at some point later. When I got the cards done, I didn't have many options for booklets. I went with the card company that printed the cards. And while they're not like insanely expensive to make, they're not really that cheap. And ordering them in very small allotments is nowhere near economical. Like if I only can order like 50 at a time, you know, it's not as practical. And if I'm going to spend that much, I may as well put another $1 on the cost and then get them printed more extravagantly somewhere else at some place that I know of that offers lower quantity prints. So it was an interesting conundrum, and overall I think it will be better. They'll look better, they'll be nicer, they're actually going to be bound little booklets instead of the little not bifold, quadfold. I don't even remember how many sections it has, but it's like this little accordion book, which I wasn't really sold on, but that was like the only option I had at that time when I was making the deck. Like booklet runs, whatever, can be very expensive if you don't shop around. But the big news of things to come. Passively, I'm working on an art book for next year. I probably mentioned this before because it's more of a passive project. It's not really a secret. It's going to happen this time. Getting all these paintings done in a smaller allotment of time makes them fit better for a semi-coherent theme for a book. I really wanted the art to go all together and not from a span of several years, which is what the fairy theme book that I wanted to do was turning into, and it wasn't art from the beginning. It was nothing like the art in the end, and it's just I didn't care for it too much. But the book will also feature art from October and various sketches of my creepers and haunts. But that's not the big project. The big project I'll be working on in between that will be a tarot deck. This is something I wanted to do even before an oracle deck, but I wanted a theme. I wanted something inspiring to make the project not too daunting and really make me want to stick with it for all the artwork. I get asked frequently, especially on Etsy, if I have a tarot deck or plan on one. Well, it is going to happen. It will be called the Lovely Bones Tarot, featuring the major arcana. The minor arcana might come later, but right now I want to concentrate on the major cards, the face cards if you will. I'm hoping to be finalizing that by February. That is my set goal. Each card will be painted, not black and white like the Oracle deck. They will be little mini paintings, so expect to see some previews of that as early as later this week. The panel blocks are already gessoed and ready to go, just after a bit of sanding. I ordered them special for this project. Anyways, guys, I will leave this at that. Thank you guys for watching. You can find me on Patreon for my mystery packs and digital coloring pages, and Instagram, where I post what I'm working on at the moment. You can also find my website, lowbrowmisfits.com, for prints, paintings, and more art stuff. Well, bye!